Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a full face of Shein makeup. Okay, so I went on Shein and I placed an order of everything I would need to do my makeup. And then the next day realized I'd forgotten like half the things I used to do my makeup. And so I had to place another order. So the first order I placed was $47.38, and that includes the shipping, the tax, and a discount coupon I had. And then the next order was $26.02, and that also included shipping and tax and a little bit of a discount that I had. So total I spent $73.40 on everything. Like a whole set of brushes, and it came with a beauty sponge. So I will be using all the makeup brushes and everything from Shein. I also was in a hurry, and as I was looking at some of the boxes, I may have misordered. So we'll get to that when it comes, but we'll go ahead and get started just with a primer. So the first thing I have is this Birthday Skin primer. I was clicking on it and going back and forth, and I was like, oh, this one's like a smaller size. I should get that one. And then I get it. Yeah. Right there. It says Smoothing Rose. So this will be super fun for me. Oh, my face is gonna smell like rose. It does come in fun packaging. There's a little spatula. So this is definitely not like, oh, that might be way too much, a moisturizing primer. It's more like a putty primer. So we'll just, I don't think it's as good as e.l.f. I mean, it was probably about the same price as e.l.f. too, because jar's a little cuter if you care about jars. And it does smell enough like rose that I don't like it. The next thing I got was this Modern Love lip care. So this is the Hide and Seek lip care cream. So just while I am doing my makeup, I like to use a moisturizing lip thing so that my lips aren't like dried out when I put my lipstick on. Okay, this is so cute. There's that. And then it comes with a tiny little spatula and a tiny little envelope. Okay, that is way more liquidy than I anticipated. And now we'll move on to foundation. So this is the SheGlam Complexion Pro, and the shade is Porcelain, which I think is their lightest shade. I'm sure I wouldn't have gotten anything darker. I'm realistic. Oh, it comes in like a little velvet sheath. This looks about my shade. Sort of almost white. Okay, and it has a little pump. And we'll go ahead and, looks a good match. It's what mine normally looks like, and I'll go ahead and try this sponge. And it did start out a lot smaller. I got it wet and it really puffed up. So I'll go ahead and start. I don't know if it's the foundation or the sponge. There's something I don't like. I have to say, a little bit goes a super long way. It's hard because like I'm doing a thing where I'm doing all the different things, so it's hard to tell if something doesn't work, which one it is. Next thing we're going to try is the SheGlam dual-ended fine eyebrow pencil, and I got this in dark brown, and I should have got it in medium brown. Looking at my other eye pencil, that's what it is. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so just one of these triangly ends and then a spoolie. We'll start with the triangly end. Okay, it's actually really not as dark as I thought. I was kind of worried it would be like almost black, but it is not. but I think there is too much red in it. I don't know. See there? It's kind of just like, so my hair is kind of like this black color, and this just has too much red. The one I use is sort of a medium brown, but it helps to like sort of get dimension since it's not the exact same color as the rest of my eyebrows. And this is just the wrong shade. I don't know if I can fix that. They don't have a lot of stuff. It's very odd, the stuff that they do have. It's like, I couldn't find bronzer, and then I think they were calling it something else and you just couldn't search it, and I ended up getting like a brownish blush. I don't know. So part of it might be me navigating the site, but it's not very user friendly. And I know this stuff is super cheap, so you're not expecting a ton of money to be put into the website. Okay, they also did not have a lot of color correctors, and so you'll see the one I got, I already took it out of the box, it came in a box, but this is like, this is what came up for color correcting, and this is the Versatile Flawless Concealer in Marrakesh. So this will probably be way too dark for a color corrector. Let's see if I can. So it's like very red, and the one I use is just like barely peach. I don't need oh, this is gonna be so good. I look like I'm dressing up for Halloween. It is so ridiculous. Okay, well that's fun, and now my fingers are stained. I would say that's a fail. If you want color corrector, just get it from, where do I get it? Koki Cosmetics. It's dirt cheap, and you can get a more realistic correction than whatever this is that I don't think is meant to correct anything. It looks so ridiculous. Okay, so now that we have that on, this is the SheGlam 12-Hour Full Coverage Concealer. Okay, so it looks like this. That's pretty much average for me. This shade is Whipped Cream. And we're just gonna put a little bit here so it doesn't become orange under my eyeshadow, and just a little bit here to kind of highlight under my brow. I do have an eye primer. This is the SheGlam Ready Set Primer. This is what it looks like. Just like a little tube. I'm guessing, yep, there's a wand. Okay, this oddly is more wet than the color corrector slash concealer orange. So I don't know how well this will do at stopping creasing. It's almost like I wish the formulas were switched. Although it may be easier to cover up this orange since it dried so. Every time I see myself, it's ridiculous. Okay, so I will go ahead and start my eye makeup. And so I didn't know like what to choose. It's just like so many. And they had star sign palettes. So I just picked whatever my star sign was, which I'm a Pisces. And I guess let the stars decide for me. I don't know. I just couldn't pick. I'm indecisive. So the inside looks like the outside. There is not a mirror. I think there's something about astrology, and then these colors, which are blues and greens because Pisces are fish. We're gonna go ahead and go in with this sort of fluffy brush, and I'll just go in with a kind of minty green. because it's a light shade, and we'll see how it blends. The primer is actually gripping quite nicely. You know what, I'm just going to go into this like slightly more green. It's called Gentle, and sort of put that more into the crease. Okay, and then I will go ahead and go into this brush. I don't think they have names. Yeah, we will call this one this brush, and we'll go into this Mysterious, going darker green, and we'll do the outside of my eye, kind of in the wings that I always do. So I just bring that down in a triangle kind of towards the middle of my eye, trying to keep it a normal shape, but I do have like these weird folds that aren't even, so that can get kind of tricky, especially when you go in with the actual eyeliner. And then I just put a little bit of this triangle shade kind of coming this way before I go in. Where'd that fluffy brush go? I wish there was a slightly smaller fluffy brush. This is like the only fluff. Everything else is hard. But I guess we'll try to blend it with this giant. It's blended-ish. Okay, and then we'll go with almost like a concealer-y brush. Okay, and just to see where it goes, I'm actually gonna use this Psychic and put it on my lid and just see. I don't have anywhere to go. If it turns out terrible, it's fine. It's actually not as awful as I anticipated. So I'm just going from the middle out, kind of back into that triangle I made. I'm gonna take this romantic kind of swirly shade and put it up here at the top a little bit. Other than the orange, it doesn't look too bad. Let's move on to eyeliner so we can get going. So I got this one because this is an eyeliner slash eye stamp and it has a little heart. So we're gonna see how that works out. I'll go ahead and line my eyes just so I can do my concealer and get under them. Oh, that's the stampy side. And then that's the eyeliner side. It's kind of fatty. And I'm just kind of echoing the earlier dark line I made with the eyeshadow, except with eyeliner. It's kind of hard with this. It's really, really stiff. I can't say I'm loving it. And I have to be very careful not to like stretch out my eye or something, or I will have the most bizarre line when I'm not stretching it. We can finally go into concealer and hopefully get rid of the orange. And I'm going to use even more concealer than I normally do because I know that this orange is not just gonna go away. And I don't know, maybe I should have like tried to start lighter. I like the sponges with the flat slanty side more than the ones that are just a teardrop. I am actually shocked how well this is covering up that orange. The concealer must be really good. This sponge is not. If you don't push it just right, it like starts to take it off instead of put it on. Okay, I did get the Baked Glow setting powder, and again they didn't have a lot of shades, so I just went with translucent because I didn't want it too dark. which I'm worrying now, especially with this concealer. I'm looking very pale, even more pale than normal, and I don't know that translucent setting powder is gonna do anything to combat that, but we will give it a go. Oh, it has one of these. I love these. Do I have a fluffy brush? I do. I'll just use the brush. I don't know what I'd do with this. Just kind of go with this one. Just get a little bit. It's just like straight rice powder is what it looks and feels like. It wasn't so hard getting it under my eyes, but going across the rest of my face, it feels like I'm getting like patchy powdery. Okay, so this is looking way better though without that intense, insane orange. Okay, so it looked crazy for a while, but I guess it worked. I still wouldn't recommend using such a bright concealer for, or a bright color corrector. It just leads to you having to cover it up more carefully. We're gonna go straight into the bronzer, which is not a bronzer. It is actually lightweight matte blush in the shade Blissful. And we're just gonna try to make this work. They did have cream contours, but I really prefer powder, so I decided to do this instead. And maybe it would have been better to use something that was actually meant for that. But you can see it is a pretty dark shade, but it's probably too orange because it's blush. But we'll see. It smells weird. Almost like some sort of clay. Is there clay in it? I'm getting like some areas where it looks nice and some areas where it looks like I have like a splotch. Oh, that's backwards. Well, I wouldn't say it's awful. I don't know that I would use it again, but it could work. And then next I got the Glam 101 Hybrid Highlighter Blush Duo. This is in the shade Saint Tropez. Okay, it comes in this. And we will go in with this big fluffy brush. Might be a little peachy next to my already blush bronzer. And we'll use this kind of flatty, bigger brush. Going back into that Glam 101 with the highlighter included. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's okay though. Finish up under my eyes. We will go in with a smaller this brush. And I'm just gonna go, I'm not gonna layer it all. I'm gonna start with this middle shade and just kind of pull it across. Although I might have to put some blue on the inner corner because I went blue there. I do have lashes. These do not really say what they are. N35-1 maybe? I just picked some sort of small ones. I didn't want to try anything too intense because then I wouldn't know if I didn't like it because it was super intense or if I didn't like it because I didn't like the product. They did not have, at least that I could find, and like I said, it's not a great searchable website, a clear lash glue. They only had the eyeliner eye glue, which y'all know I hate. I think things are better if they don't try to be too many things. Like, I think contour is better. Bronzer is better if it's just trying to be bronzer and not also trying to be blush. So you don't have this weird in between. What the heck? What is this? Why is it shaped like a shoehorn? What am I even supposed to do with this? Why? Why? Oh my gosh, that's the wand. Here's the glue. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Oh, already made a big old splotch. It's more difficult to put this on than the fat eyeliner. Ugh, there's big old clumps of glue. I don't know if you can see it on here, which is gonna make it fun. The eyelash went on better than I anticipated from my last run-in with eyeliner that was lash glue, but I don't know what is with the shape of this eyelash. I can like see it. It's like it pushes down too far before it goes up. But I'll go ahead and get the other one on. The final look is kind of cute. It was a pain to get here, and like I said, I can like see it. And I don't know if it's the glue like weighing it down or if it is just the shape. Don't want to be able to see my eyelashes. Oh, I didn't show you the box, but this is the Max Impact Volumizing Mascara, which I was just saying the other day I did need more volumizing. So it has the good fatty brush that I just got on my hand. Do the bottoms first. Okay, this isn't ideal on the bottom lashes. And I'm just gonna put this kind of at the base. I mean, overall the look isn't terrible. I feel like it could be better, you know? And then my last makeup item is this lipstick and liner duo, which I love lipstick and liner duos. This one is in the shade Deep Caramel. Oh, I did not realize that was it. I did not realize that was what it was. It's like a liner on this side and a lipstick on this side. I'm hoping this isn't just exactly the same shade as the lip. Anyway, I tried to put the darker liner kind of in the corners to give my mouth sort of more so there we go. There is the whole face of SheGlam. There were some highs and lows. I really enjoy this, which is nice because I've been looking for another sort of lip mask, and it really felt hydrating on my lips. The brushes weren't bad. I did not like the really red color corrector, again, because I like things to be just one thing. The concealer was really nice. It's really pale. I do like this palette. I think it worked really well, blending and working on my eyes. The blush wasn't bad. I could do without the highlighter, and I wish the bronzer was an actual bronzer. I was not sure whether it was the foundation or the beauty sponge that was sort of making my face feel weird, and I think it was the beauty sponge. I'll try the foundation again. I did get one more item to try later, which I might not, because skipping back and forth between products, what I ended up with was Rose Reset Makeup Removal Balm. So yes, I bought Rose makeup remover, and I don't want to do it. I've already used enough Rose, and the primer wasn't bad. It wasn't my favorite. It was a little too liquidy to be really that pore filling primer I really enjoy. But overall, this was fun. I found a lot of things that I can use again, and a few things that I'll probably give a pass. But let me know what you think down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. As always, I would love it if you would subscribe. It really helps me out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I went back real quick because I forgot to try the little heart. So I just stamped it by my eye. it's kind of fun. I don't know that I'll actually use it on a day-to-day basis, but